Hello YouTubers, hope you all are having a wonderful day YouTubers. In today's YouTube video is going to be my bowling skills. Why is it almost impossible to convert a big four split in bowling? So any further than that, let's get straight into it. A big four split is a type of split in bowling, one of the notorious splits out there. One of the toughest splits in bowling. There's like a little bit of over 1,000 spare figures, and players convert the hardest and most splits of all. But I know there's mostly like those notorious splits out there. But today we're going to be taking a look at a split over here, the Big Four split. The Big Four split has, when you leave the four pins down, it's when you leave the 4, 6, 7, and 10. And now that split looks even harder than it looks. I also forgot to say that, YouTubers, in this on my previous video called "Why is it almost impossible to convert a 7-10 split?" Ending with a question mark. Actually, that split is even harder than it looks. For the 7-10 split, it's even harder to convert than you think. It's easier, but it's actually harder than you might be thinking it's less harder than you're thinking. But let's see if I can convert a big four. A big four is when you leave the 4, 6, 7, and 10. So that means you're trying to get a spare tours when there's 2 pins on the left, which are the 7 and 4 pins, and on the right 6, 10 pins. So let's try to see if I can convert this. Wish me luck. Okay, sorry that I'm blocking. Come on, man. Oh wait, hold on. Don't worry, YouTubers. In our bowling alley, we will also give you a double chance, even though you missed on your shot the first time and the ball bounces in the wall back there and hit the pin, and you don't think you're gonna get a pin, and you get a pin down. We count it, even though in real bowling alleys they don't count it, but over here we do count it. But I got down 1 pin, even though I missed on the first try, and then I had a chance of getting it when the ball bounced back here. Ow. Let's try 2 more times. So the first strategy is keeping count. The first strategy is going for count, which means you might pick up all 3 pins. Or maybe 2 pins, maybe 1 pin, or maybe even none. You never know. It's depending on where you're aiming. You don't want to aim too much into the center part. Why? It's just because you don't want to go in the middle where there's a gap in the center part, because there's no pin standing there. Only aim like where the left, only aim where the left side is and the right side are. That's where you have to aim. I'm going to try it 2 more times, detours, and see if I can get the big four. Okay, I got half of it, which means I got the 7 and the 4 pins. That's 50%. Just let me know, if you can't hear me from all the way down here. Alright, first, I think that's 2 times first I've already tried. Final try first for the big four split. Do you just call it big four? I'm just calling it the big four. Oh man. Beautiful. So first, the big four is when you leave 4, 6, 7, and 10. Again, it boils down to strategy. And I believe, again, bowling boils down to strategy. So, there's a chance you may um pick up 3 pins, maybe 2 or 1 or maybe even none. I don't know if I said that. Alright, never mind, forget what I just said. The big four is a little confusing. The reason why is just because you don't know which side you're trying to aim at, either the 7-4 pins or the 6-10 pins. That's why it's almost impossible. There's a spare that players even converted less often, which is called, has a nickname called the Greek Church. I've showed you that actually in my previous video called the why is it almost in I'm sorry, my bowling skills. Why is it almost impossible to convert a 7-10 split? For a Greek Church for left-handers, that would be when you're leaving the 7, 8, 4, 6, and 10 pins. And the newer image for that, for right-handers, you would leave the 7, 4, 9, 10, and 6 pins. So I'm just going to get an extra blue pin. So a Greek Church is when you're trying to get all 5 pins, and it almost kind of reminds me, if you picture that in your handy tours, hold on 1 second, just let me know if you can't hear me from all the way down there. You tours where the bowling alley inside the bowling lane, just let me know in the comment section below if you can't hear me. Just leave it in the comment section below if you miscounted a word that I said. But let's get straight into it. So, it has a nickname called the Greek Church. Again, for left-handers, that's when you leave the 7, 4, 8, 6, and 10 pins. Hold on, I think it was the 7, 8, 4, 6, and 10 pins. The nearer image for right-handers would be when you leave the 7, 4, 9, 10, and 6 pins. So I'm right-handed. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to convert a Greek Church. I know I did not do it in my previous video. Why is it my bowling skills, why is it almost impossible to convert a 7-10 split, but I converted it. The 2 pins you're trying to go for are the 7 and the 4. And again, there's a chance you might pick up 4 pins. But let's just say you're going for all 5 pins. The pins you're trying to go for are the 7 and the 4, which are on the left if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you're trying to go for the ones on the right side, which are the 6 and the 10 pins. So, there's a chance you're trying to go for all 5 pins. And there's a chance you might go with 4 pins, 3 pins, 2 pins, 1 pin, or maybe even none. You never know, depending on how far you're aiming. Ow. Sorry guys, something, just interrupting myself. Man, just forget what I said. So again, it boils down to strategy. Let's see if I can convert this. Why am I getting that 7 pin? Wait, hold on. Almost. That was very close. I keep only getting 1 pin. I thought I was gonna get none. So then, it boils down to strategy. Okay, I got down 2 pins, that's better. So I'm kind of improving a little bit on the split. Yeah, for some reason, YouTubers in the Greek Church, for some reason, they picked it 0.3% of the time. To compare it to the big 4, I'm not too sure about how many percent of the time they converted it. I'm gonna have to take a look online. Why don't we take a look? Hold on, YouTubers, let me just get something real quick. I'm gonna get a chair real quick so I can get a little comfortable. So let's look this up online. Why not? How many percent of the time was the Big Four split converted in bowling? So I'm gonna type that up on my my Asus computer. I'm gonna find Chrome. I'm just trying to how many let me just type this in. I know each person I was per let's take a look how many. There's also something hold on. Yeah, there's a 710. So it says, I'm gonna read it to you. What's the toughest split in bowling? Surely it must be the infamous 710, right? After all, the 710 split is practically the definition of an impossible task. The two pins are as far as it is possible for two pins to be on the bowling lane. The 710's image adorns many a bowling shirt and mug, often accompanied by these phrase splits have been a deliberate modification of the well-known phrase. Oh my god, e-tours. It's a very inappropriate word. So it's when the phrase happens. I'm just gonna have to skip that word, something inappropriate. I'm never allowed to say. It's again, e-tours. The Big Four. I'm trying to. It's called. Big Four and the 6, 7. The Big Four. I don't know how many. Yeah, for some reason, I believe it was converted. I'm trying to take a look at tours. I don't know how many percent tours. They converted. I don't know. Let's take a look at tours. Big. Hold on. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to think. Oh. I'm just thinking. Yeah. You could watch me. So, hold on. After the center reopened, business doubled. Food and beverage sales quadrupled, and the center was able to command a 35% premium price for over other bowling houses in town. One. Sorry guys, something interrupted. It was converted possibly maybe 0.35% of the time. Correct me if I'm wrong though, please. Let me just put this thing. I'll put this maybe like somewhere right there. So let's see if I can get a Greek church. I'm also going to be making a YouTube video. Why is it almost impossible to convert a Greek church in every type of split in bowling? So let's. And again, you're trying to go for the two pins on the left. Let's see if I can do that. Oh my gosh. My ball just went. So I'm going to explain what happened. My ball seriously went in the gutter when it hit the 7 pin. So I didn't get all of them. I need to try to get. But what happens if you're trying to go for all 5 pins? That's the question. how do you get a Greek church? And there's going to be one day I'm going to make a video, why is it almost impossible to convert a Greek church? In that video, I'm going to do it for left-handed and right-handed. Oh my god. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry guys. That took a while. For some reason, the Greek church was like converted, it was converted 0.3% of the time compared to the what was it called? Big Four? The Big Four was actually converted, 0. I believe it was 0.30, yeah, compared, so it was, so the Big Four was converted 0.35% of the time, to compare it to the Greek church, it was 0.3% of the time. See, sometimes you might not even get none. You might get none, which means 0 pins. You never know. Wait, what? Sorry guys, I thought I was gonna get a pin. And plus, this bowling alley is not finished. I'm gonna try it a couple times. Ooh, that was incredible. It made back to a Big Four split. Ugh. Well, we're gonna try to do again since I'm done with that Greek church. We don't need to do that just because on one day I'm actually, maybe today I might make a video of why is it almost impossible to convert a Big Four. I'm sorry, not a Big Four, a Greek church. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get both pins on the left side and the right side. So let's try to do this. The pin you're trying to go for can be both sides. You can either go for the 7 and 4 pins, or you can go for the 6 and 10 pins. Let's try the 7 and 4 pins. Let's see. I think you have to kind of aim more left, like this. No. Eater, my bad. That was my fault. Alright, Eater, let's give it a try. For some reason, I don't know how the Big Four is also, it's one of the most notorious splits out there. Okay, interesting. I got 2 down. That's a little bit of a bigger improvement than I was expecting. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to get all 4 of the pins down. I don't know. I'm going to just do my best, Eaters. I got 1 down, so what it did is it got off the gutter. It first rolled in the gutter, then came back on the lane, and then fell into the right gutter. So first it went into the left gutter for maybe around like 5 seconds, and then it came out of the left gutter and came back on lane to knock down 1 pin. And then it went into the right gutter. So I'm going to see if I can convert the split. Definitely got 0 down. Because the pin I got down was the 6th pin. Okay, that time I got 0. I don't know if it went in the gutter or it did not. Try this out. Okay. Back-to-back split conversion. I thought I was like, I thought I didn't convert it, but the Big Four was converted. Hold on, well, how many percent was that? I'm so sorry. The Greek church was converted 0.3% of the time. Compared to the Big Four, it was converted. I'm trying to think. it was converted. Um, I'm trying. It was 30 compared to the Greek church. It was converted 0.3% of the time. Zero, but compared to the big four, it was converted 0.35% of the time. Even though the ball bounced in the back in the middle of the curtain, that still counts in my bowling alley. I wanted to give you a second chance, okay? Just to be a fair friend and being flexible, of course. And again, just make sure you can hear me. If you cannot hear what I'm saying, YouTubers, please let me know in the comment section below. And that big four split, earlier YouTubers, I have actually converted a 7-10. Again, on September 15, 2020. I'm going to tell you something. Oh, hold on. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to find my bowling ball. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm just looking for my ball. Okay, there it is. So, now, listen carefully. The big four actually took less timing compared to the 7-10. That took like 30 minutes, like a half hour for me to, plus it took a half hour plus 1 minute to convert that split. But let's try it with the left hand now. Let's see if I can do it with my left hand. But I'm not left-handed, remember? But this time we're gonna make it harder as a challenge. I'm gonna try it with my left hand, but I'm right-handed. Let's try this out. My goodness gracious. Okay, I did not get it with all 4 pins down. I did not get it with my left hand. That time, I didn't get it like 2 times in a row. Ball. Only left-handed are allowed. If you want to try this out with me, excuse me. If you want to show me YouTubers on YouTube, your YouTube video or something, I could take a look. If you convert it with both hands, you're trying to test out your left hand and your right hand. One pin. A big, improvement there. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to go for all 4 pins. Remember, it's not as hard as the 7-10, because it was converted 0.7% of the time, compared to the Greek church that was 0.3% of the time. The big four was actually converted 0.35%. The funny thing that I noticed is that it did the... Okay, I got none. So actually, what I'm going to do first, I actually am not going to try it with my left hand anymore. It's starting to make me feel a little uncomfortable. Just, can you do me a favor and please turn off the lanes? I'm going to reset the deck on the lane first. For a second, please. Sweet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pins back up. Yeah, of course the 7-10 would be hardest because they're so far apart that the lanes are so wide that it's almost impossible in that kind of split. But that's not the split we're doing in this video. So, yeah. Hope you turn the lane back on. Sweet. Alright. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. My bowling skills. Why is it almost impossible to convert a big 4 split? Please subscribe, like, and dislike comment below. Be a number 1 fan. Stay tuned for some more. My bowling skills. Why is it almost impossible to convert a blank split? We're gonna find out what kind of splits are out there. And of course, you still know it. Peace out.